Hello and welcome to part 2 of the head. This time we're going to be working with forming the head and get the neck in there. So I'm just going to post back on to there. Oh, just a quick reminder, it's always good to save in stages. I will make my files because all this content is of my own design. And all the drawings are mine, copyright, all that jargon. I am going to make all the files. So I'm going to open up I've already opened up, just so you guys know, 0002 head base, which is the file I've got now. Why save in stages? Okay, in case you screw up. So instead of having to go way back to the beginning and kicking yourself, it's good to save in little bits so you can always take a step back instead of 20. Big rule of thumb for me. Definitely save in stages. I cannot stress that enough. And here's the file. So what we're going to do, we're going to be working on forming around the ear. So I just need to get the align to the base of the neck. So I'm going to be this guy over here. So I'm just going to go to my side view and we can see the neck is the ear is quite far back. So I'm just going to grab that, grab this guy. Just move that a bit there. And what I'm also going to do, I'm going to insert an edge just for the top of the ear. Okay. What we're going to do, we're going to use the multi-face tool. So I'm going to select these faces, click and drag to just select those, and we're going to use mesh, cut face tool, and I'm just going to simply do a line. Look at that. Actually, we could do better. Much better. Magnifique. We're going to get the vertices. I'll take that. Just going to move these guys over to like the base. Just going to move them just to kind of form my, I guess, my cheek slightly. My chin. Oh, chinnerino. Chin, chin, chin. If you don't know Chi Bang Bang, where have you been? You're young, you do not know things. Yes, I'm talking to you. So I'm just moving these around just so visually, because it's really tricky when you go from a 2D medium of a flat image where you only have width and height to an area where you have third dimension with, yes, you have to create the illusion of depth in a drawing, but when you're actually working in it, it's really tricky to try and make it all look visually pleasing. So doing it bit by bit like a drawing, using foundation lines and all that really helps. We've got the base of the head, so what we're going to be doing, we're going to be selecting these edges right, so around about here, and we're going to be pulling them back around the head, but we're also going to try and follow the segment lines here. So we need one like around here, down here, here. Try and make sense, but also kind of using going around the ear as a base. So I'll get a couple set up, and then I'll do the rest very quickly. Go to edges. Let me select the edges I want. Why is Maya doing this? There we go. So I've got those edges. We're going to hit extrude, and as always, hit that. And you can start pulling, and you can even, dare I say it, rotate. You can start moving. Ooh. I didn't want to do that. I'll do it by vertice. And Maya is messing up. Go back to vertices. Vertices are your friend. They don't screw up. There we go. So I'm just trying to form probably the top of the head a little bit, but yeah, that'll do. I don't want it too high up. I want to leave some space for the hair, so I'm going to pull some of these down. Again, being mindful of your model a little bit. There we go. So there's one. Let's do it again. Go to edges. Oopsie. Selected one too many. There we go. I'm doing a rapid double click, so it selects from where I've selected to where I'm selecting now and does the in between, just so people are wondering. And again, I'm going to move this down here. I'm going to try and get this. Can I get this down here with a little hassle, or am I going to have a lot of hassle? I may need to move this one. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to speed this up. I'm going to continue pulling and pushing. You can see that I'm starting to form the ear right here. And I'm going to continue pushing and pulling and just morphing it till I get to down here. And then we're going to use my favorite tool. So catch you in a moment. Hello. Okay, so we got the part where I've just quickly extruded here. The trick of mine, I'm going to get the scale tool and just bring. Will it work? Nope. We'll get the normal scale tool and just bring it all to this. No, it's reverse. There we go. That's a nice way of trying to level out a line. Just use a scale tool on edges. So just gonna pop these in place here. Just move them in a bit. Just try and slowly form the head. Again, as I said before, it is a case of pulling and pushing. I'll sort that out later. Okay, back to this. That's how I'm so easily distracted. So let's try and get these guys. Go down a little bit more. What we're going to use is my favorite tool ever. It's called the Append to Poly tool, and it's absolutely fantastic. It basically merges things together. So to get it, you need to go to Edit Mesh, and there it is. We used it before to fix something, so I'm going to click that guy, and here I want to fill in, grab this edge, click on there, press enter, and we have a nice rounded area. So in essence, I kind of created the neck. Yes. Let's look in the perspective. Okay, that's a bit too far out slightly. Let's pull you in. Same with you, you can come in a bit just to add a little roundness there. There we go. And again, using as few vertices as possible really makes it so much easier. This is what many people don't get. You don't need hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of edges to make something look really smooth and good. You need few. Only put in what's needed. And that makes sense. What we're going to be doing next, we're going to be extruding and starting to form the neck down. And yes, so we're going to be getting on with that really. So we've already, as I said, extruded that. So yeah. So next, we're going to, again with the edges, edges, she says. We're going to double click. So we got all that going there. And hit extrude. And again, I'm going to use my little trick here. There we go. So just to I need to really, actually I might do it by edges. Might be easier. Okay, I'm going to introduce you to a new tool. Yay, more tools. There's one called Soft Select, which allows you to kind of okay, it'd be easier if I demonstrate on a board. So here's a ball, and with this soft select, if I select a vertex and I just pull it out, you can see it just affects that vertex. But if I turn on B, you can see we've got this kind of yellow to red and black thing going on here. Now if I pull that one vertex that I've selected, you can see how the others kind of morph in. If I hold B, I reverse B with my mouse and click and drag in, you can see I'm changing the affected area. So I'm just going to click so you can see how much easier that is. So in terms of working with a model, it makes life so much easier. So back to you. This time we're going to be using soft select, which is, to turn it off, B, on, off, on, off. Makes life easier. So I can select vertices and edges. I can just soften it up. Oh wow, that edge looks so silly there. It looks so silly. Might turn off that, I might just want to move you on your own and pull you out a bit. Okay, so that is starting to look pretty good. So I'm going to select the edges here again. And this time we're going to start showing the shoulders. So I'm going to hit extrude. Make sure that oh Nelly, look at that. Wow. Go set on my grid. And turn on my wireframe and yep, everything's perfect. Everything's perfect. Here and yes. Actually go to turn on the transparency, just increase that. Increase. There you go, actually. There we go, so I can actually see what I'm doing. So the shoulder is a bit, wow, the neck is so huge. That doesn't look right. Again, why we have these, turn off the grid. Yeah, if you hear my stomach rumbling, you're so professional. If you hear my stomach rumbling, it's probably because I haven't eaten yet. So that's what happens when you can really get into Maya. You forget things like silly things like eating. That completely goes out the window. So don't want self-select. So yeah, what I'm going to do, I'm going to sped things up and just fix up the neck so it makes sense with my reference. Okay, I think I'm really happy with this model. I think I've really, in fact, this is my best neck. My best neck ever. That was a really weird thing to say. Oh, lips here. I might. Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna change the setting on this slightly. To do that, you go to the tools here. And I'm gonna screw out. Here we go. We're gonna go change it from volume to surface. Volume is like the area, but surface is like the surface part. So, go do that. And you can see it doesn't affect the bottom lip of what I want to do here. So we can just pull this out. Actually, I think that needs to stay. I think it's more the bottom lip. It needs to come out a bit more. There we go. Right. What we're going to do next, we're going to do the big thing of duplicating the head and basically mirroring it and combining it to make a full head. Now, this can go wrong. But I'm here to make mistakes with you. There should be a mirror, mirror geometry. So I'm going to turn, whenever you see any of the tools and you see a little box next to them, it allows you to select another window of boxes. That makes sense. So we can go into the options and change things. And I just stepped on a cord, not important. I'm still alive. My hair hasn't changed to electrified look. So we want to look at the settings here. Now this is why knowing X and Y is very important. So we've got this side of the face, and we want to get this side. So this area, if we think of a graph, is plus X. So we're already in the plus X zone. So we want to replicate to the minus X. And we know that it's X because of this guy down here. So mirror direction minus merge vertical, check. Merge vertices, check. So hopefully this will work. Oh good lord, don't it? Oh my goodness, it's flattened it. Oh wow, it's really flattened it. Okay, usually that works. For some reason it's not for me. There is another way of doing this. If yours works, Yay, good. It should work beautifully. But as you can see, mine didn't. So we're going to do the old-fashioned method. Its axis point is, it does it through the center of the axis point, and our model axis point is in the eye. Easy fix. Press insert on your keyboard and turn on snap to grid, and I'm just going to pull you there. Press insert to turn it back off. We are going to go to modify, edit, and you've got duplicate special, and click the little box here, and this was an old method I was told how to use until they brought in the mirror geometry, which isn't working for me today. So we've got X, Y, Z, so we're going to do it by -1 on just the first one, because the first row is X, Y, Z, alphabetical order. Okay. I know what happened. It's done the norms. Okay. If this happens, just simply click that face, go to norms here and reverse. For now, I am going to decrease my transparency, so there's my head. Hello head, you look so happy, so happy. Now, the issue we have is that we have two separate objects. Now, if the mirror geometry worked, I wouldn't have to do this. What we are going to do, we are going to combine them and then paint it. So I'm just going to show you the combine, how to paint the edge, and then I'll sped this up quickly. So, I'm going to hold shift, so both objects are selected, and we go to, this should be combine. No, we do not want to merge the components. Here we go. Combine, so we do have edges which are not combined together. So I'm just going to do, always start with one side. Always to start off with, I always select by vertice, select that, mesh, merge components to center. They're basically the center, so there we go. Just simply select that and merge to center. Now let's see, you're gonna be mean to me. Yes, okay, so do what I did there. Okay, what I've done, I've kind of forced this edge to be joined by merging the two sets of vertices to the center. So it acknowledges, I have a merged set behind me, so I can only go forward. So with the merge edge tool selected, I can click on here, double click again, and just rapidly click until that line gets thin, until it loses weight. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to carry on, so I can actually carry on and merge these lines. It may be daunting. You can switch to the X-Wave mode. It may be daunting. Actually, I'm just going to see, does this work? Okay, you can get away with switching it to smooth shade and turn the wireframe onto the shade. So you can do that without having to use the wireframe. I'll do that just so it's visually not as, you're not bombarded with lines. So I'm going to do this quickly, and you guys can do it in your own time. there you go. After a lot of maneuvering around, we have a complete head. I'm going to do things like fix the nodes. Another tool, very quickly. I'm probably going to do this quite a bit off screen. Another tool that would be really super handy is if we go with the tool settings already open. If you're ever unsure, just click this icon up. Yeah, wait, no, that way, up there. And we want symmetry setting, and I can set it to world, object, and let's see. There you go. So you can do that, and you can move things around, and it makes life so much easier. And just remember to turn it off when you finish. I'm going to continue editing a few things and tweaking it up. Actually, to watch, and then we're going to save and finish off. Okay, so yeah, we've got a nice looking model. I am switching between smooth preview, which is free on your keyboard, just to see how it looks when it's all smoothed out. And you see it's starting to look very creepy. Oh wow. It looks really creepy, but the flows and everything are looking good. So yes, you can always spot mistakes like this guy. What's happening there, I do not know. Let's have a look. Oh dear, hello Mr. Extra Face. How are you today? So, gotta delete that face. Let's have a look. This is why soft select is a really good way to spot mistakes like that, because otherwise I may have not seen that. There we go. Very creepy face. So creepy. But yeah, so I'm really pleased with how this is going. Hopefully you're pleased with your model. Any information or tips or any questions, just pop it down in the comments and enjoy. Oh, also remember, save in stages. So we're going to do this now. We're going to save this file. I keep forgetting to show you guys this. Let's see, 003, head, hand, neck, Vix. There we go. So there we go, got these named nicely, so there we are, all saved. And because if you use the student version, this will pop up, just say, yeah, continue, whoops. So, hopefully you enjoy. Feel free to subscribe or leave comments, all that jazz. See ya.